hey, the specs look great. I like the stat sheet, but we don't want you to waste time interviewing anybody until you have a chance to get a little sizzle reel. Hey, my name is Sophia. I live in Buenos Aires, Argentina. I've been a paralegal for 4 years. Here's why I want to come work for you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That way you can see how they express themselves. It's an English filter, and that way you don't waste your time going down a rabbit hole if it's not going to cut the mustard. So we have a pretty exhaustive approach to make sure that you get the right fit. And I will tell you this, median numbers, these are accurate for the most part for the majority of our roles. If you were to hire someone here in the United States, we're talking one person. And let's go with California, for example, because it's the most punitive labor laws in the land. After taxes, benefits, insurance, people are dying on the vine. They're forced to move out of here. I mean, you see it in mass exodus. Google's doing it. Everybody's moving to Texas and Florida. We don't need to get into all that stuff. You and I are lockstep on that front. But truth be told, we take care of all the back end headache for you. So people will save about $35,000 per hire per year. And I have use cases of that with law firms and people that have replaced their reception team to have a virtual model. And this guy had 10 receptionists, and he showed me the year-over-year numbers, saved $350,000 on his bottom line to reinvest into his company, to put into his pocket, to help his kids go to school, to hire more people in other departments, to bring in more lawyers, what have you. So, we really have an answer for everything. And I don't want to just get stuck on the remote component. We have on-site, in-state deliverables too. And, again, nowadays, it's the turnover, the job markets, with low unemployment, just the work level that's, coming out late. A lot of my clients these days are very frustrated. They say, hey, all these young kids, they want to walk in some cush job, $100,000 starting. They're going to dictate to me their work-life balance. They want to raise after 3 months. We're not having it. So, we can certainly listen. We deploy the assets that we have to find you what you need. If it's someone that's here in California, or if it's Des Moines, Iowa, we have an answer for that charges no success fees. Nowadays, when you have a headhunter and you say, hey, I need someone that can do X, Y, and Z, they need to live 20 miles from here, and here's the deal. They're going to charge you 20% to 25%. So let's say that person's base salary is $100,000. You're paying 20 to 25 grand just to get that one person in. That adds up very quickly. So we have other tools like that as well. But the mainstay of what we do is help U.S. companies backfill where they need more support. And we do it at a cheaper rate. So typically, you almost get 3 employees for the price of one. They're fully bilingual. And I can tell you this, they are dedicated. They take full accountability. Just because Solvo writes their checks, you are 100% their boss. They're dedicated to you and you alone. They don't work for any other companies. And
so they're not going on my payroll and my workman's comp and my...
None of that. So there's no taxable event. We are the employer of record. Great question, Ron. So that being said, we basically bill as a business consulting service. You don't have to do any taxes. We handle their benefits, their insurance, everything. It's one flat all-in monthly fee.